Hello YouTube, I want to talk to you guys about essentially I believe the importance of lineage as a feature that could be added to Imperial governments in future installments of Stellaris. So why is lineage so important? Well, let's consider that throughout human history, imperial governments, which generally mean they're ruled by a generally autocratic ruler ruling from his court and his retainers. Lineage is very important because it is what will determine who inherits the throne, simply put. So in Stellaris, what do we see? Well, there is a leader who provides bonuses and buffs. You also have a crown prince or a princess who comes into the lineage, but that's it. And it's completely random. There's no ability to change the outcome, essentially. What we need to have in this game is something more like what we see in Crusader Kings 2. We need to have an ability to hunt around our own kingdom or whatever empire we have and be able to find the best candidates for marriage. And this would also provide the game with the ability to give us that emergent narrative that these developers keep talking about. I mean, it's really missing in a game like this. I mean, when I look at those government types, one of the things that's very impressive is that when you select the ethics, you see a lot of different government types. Well, why can't we have those government types actually be different from each other? It's not just simply about picking extreme authoritarian and then picking materialist. I mean, each government, based on the name, they all should behave differently from each other. With Imperial, there should be much more emphasis on making sure that you have a stable lineage and keeping that lineage alive. It would help to differentiate the governments from each other, especially Imperial from dictatorship, oligarchy, or democratic. It would help to give the game a lot more replayability. And also, it would give particularly the selected lineages technology, it would give it a lot more weight in the game because that would actually play into the hands of a certain faction, because a certain faction, I think it's the totalitarian faction, they actually like when you mess around with the lineages. You try to select for the best genetic material. It would make the game a lot more interesting because it would add a whole layer of politics that would make your empire wouldn't just simply be fulfilled by the fact that you have a lot of amenities or you build a lot of buildings. You would have to actually fulfill actual political obligations, and it would make it a much more of a. And currently, I don't even think Stellaris really is a grand strategy game. It's more of a 4X game that is attempting to be a grand strategy game. So lineage is very important for imperial governments in the historical record that we have. And in Stellaris, it should also be important. It would also help to get this, to help elevate the story above anomalies and asteroids approaching your planet. And it would give the game a kind of a personality, because there's only so much you can do with anomalies in a game without forcing the player to actually do actual science. With respect to video games, I mean, personality is really important. We like characters. We don't want to be lectured. So what we need to have is we need to have leaders and an imperial government. There needs to be people who are requesting marriage to your particular heir. Trying to get a marriage started should actually be one of the main objectives of any imperial government when they're preparing for a secession crisis. And that secession crisis could be used by the game against the player to force them to pay attention to what they're doing. Because currently, I mean, you could conquer any planet in the galaxy with an imperial government. And it's like your nobles don't even care. They don't have opinions on anything. It would be great to have some degree of competition to get the throne based on your own actions in the game. It would make it into kind of a grand strategy RPG, like Crusader Kings 2, which would be a great way to elevate this game beyond a 4X style. So, yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on the importance of lineage for imperial governments